Forget what you think you know about NATO's air power. For decades, we've been told that the biggest budget automatically wins the sky. But in the high-stakes reality of 2026, those old metrics are dead. While the world was distracted by raw hull counts and flashy air shows, the definition of air superiority shifted beneath our feet. It's no longer just about who has the fastest jet or the most pilots. It's about the invisible shield, a lethal web of stealth, electronic warfare, and AI-driven drone integration that decides who lives and who vanishes from the radar before they even know they're being hunted. To rank these forces, we didn't just count planes. We looked at the three pillars that define modern aerial dominance in 2026. The first is the technological edge, not just owning the F-35, but how deeply electronic warfare and drones are integrated into the front line. The second is pilot prowess, where we analyze elite training hours and real-world combat experience. The third is the backbone, strategic readiness and logistics. Without all three, a fleet is just an expensive museum. Starting our list at number 5 is a nation that has shocked the alliance with the speed of its transformation, Poland. Just a few years ago, Poland would have struggled to make the top 10, but their massive investment in the Eastern Shield has changed everything. By 2026, Poland isn't just a buffer state, it's a powerhouse. They have committed to a fleet of 32 F-35A Lightning IIs, which when paired with their existing F-16 Block 52 Plus and South Korean F-A-50, gives them one of the most modern and interoperable fleets in Europe. But their real strength lies in their geography and readiness. Sitting on NATO's front line, their pilots are in a state of constant high alert, frequently intercepting unidentified tracks over the Baltic. Poland is the perfect example of a rising star, a nation making significant investments to contribute disproportionately to the alliance's collective defense. Their air force is rapidly transitioning away from the Soviet-era relics to a fully Western, fifth-generation centric force, making them the anchor of NATO's Eastern air defense. At number 4, we find France, a nation that prides itself on strategic autonomy and industrial independence. The French Air and Space Force, along with the naval aviation arm, operates a fleet that is almost entirely domestic, centered on the multi-role Dassault Rafale. In 2026, the Rafale remains a masterclass in versatile design. Unlike many NATO allies who rely on American platforms, France maintains its own sovereign supply chain, allowing it to deploy air power globally without needing a green light from Washington. The French Tranche 5 Rafale, now entering service in larger numbers, feature the F4 and early F5 standards, which prioritize collaborative combat and advanced sensor fusion. France's unique advantage is its carrier-based aviation. The Charles de Gaulle remains the only nuclear-powered aircraft carrier in NATO outside of the US Navy, giving France a mobile airfield that can project power into the Mediterranean, the Atlantic, or the Indo-Pacific. This expeditionary capability, combined with a highly experienced pilot corps that has seen continuous action in North Africa and the Levant, secures France's spot as a top-tier air power. Moving to number 3, we have the United Kingdom's Royal Air Force. The RAF has long been the gold standard for pilot training and tactical innovation, and in 2026, they are leaning heavily into the future. The British fleet is built on a high-low mix of the agile Eurofighter Typhoon and the stealthy F-35B Lightning II. While the Typhoon provides the raw speed and quick reaction alert capabilities to secure the home skies, the F-35B gives the UK the ability to strike from the sea via the Queen Elizabeth-class carriers. What truly sets the UK apart in 2026 is its leadership in the Global Combat Air Program, or GCAP. The Tempest 6th-generation fighter project is no longer just a blueprint. Demonstrator flights are proving that the UK is ready to leapfrog current technology. The RAF is pioneering loyal wingman technology, where unmanned drones fly alongside manned jets to act as sensor nodes or weapon carriers. This focus on combat mass, using drones to multiply the effectiveness of a smaller number of elite manned jets, is the UK's answer to the rising costs of modern warfare. Number 2 is a powerhouse that often flies under the radar in Western media: Turkey. The Turkish Air Force has undergone a radical transformation, driven by necessity and a massive domestic defense industry. After being excluded from the F-35 program, Ankara didn't retreat, they accelerated. In 2026, the TAI Khan, Turkey's indigenous fifth-generation stealth fighter, is moving through intensive flight testing, signaling a new era of sovereign air power. But Turkey's real secret weapon is its undisputed leadership in unmanned aerial systems. The integration of the Bayraktar TB3 and the supersonic Kizilelma unmanned fighter into their carrier-based operations has fundamentally changed the calculus of Mediterranean air power. Turkey fields NATO's second-largest manpower pool and one of the largest fleets of F-16, which are being upgraded locally with the Özgür project. Their experience in high-intensity drone warfare in multiple regional conflicts has given them a tactical playbook that most Western air forces are still trying to write. In 2026, Turkey is not just a regional player, they are a technological trendsetter. Finally, at number 1 stands the undisputed titan of the skies, the United States Air Force. The scale of American air power is almost impossible to comprehend, accounting for nearly 40% of all global military aviation spending. In 2026, the U.S. is maintaining its dominance through a two-pronged strategy of rejuvenation and revolution. The F-22 Raptor, still widely considered the best air superiority fighter ever built, is receiving its Super Raptor upgrades to keep it lethal against emerging threats. Meanwhile, the F-35 Lightning II has become the backbone of the force, with hundreds of units providing a level of sensor fusion and networking that no other nation can match. Beyond the jets themselves, the U.S. holds the ultimate trump card: global logistics. The ability to deploy a massive tanker fleet in heavy-lift transports like the C-17 and C-5 means the U.S. can put a dominant air wing anywhere on Earth within 48 hours. Furthermore, the development of the Next Generation Air Dominance, or NGAD program, is already testing the technologies that will define the 2030s. From satellite-linked target acquisition to the world's most advanced nuclear triad, the U.S. Air Force is the ceiling of what is humanly possible in military aviation. As we look toward the late 2020s, the lessons from recent conflicts have become clear. The war in Ukraine has shown that even the most advanced jets can be grounded by dense, layered air defenses. This is why NATO is shifting toward distributed lethality. The idea that air power must be spread out, mobile, and supported by a massive volume of low-cost drones. The democratization of the skies means that even smaller nations can contest the air if they have the right technology. In this new era, the winner isn't just the one with the most expensive plane, it's the one who can process data the fastest and adapt their tactics to a battlefield that changes every second. NATO's collective strength lies in its interoperability. The fact that a Polish F-35 can share data with a British destroyer and a U.S. satellite seamlessly. This unity is the ultimate force multiplier, ensuring that while individual nations may rise and fall in the rankings, the alliance as a whole remains the most formidable air power in human history.